Hey Siri, turn on the living room lights.
On it.
Okay.
It was a great fight. I think he won the good things, but Sean was able to somewhere else. But, Kevin is a warrior, man. Like, they're very two warriors. Yeah, man, was high, super high pace fight, and very good to watch. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like first of all, yeah, it's hard to see Kevin taking that damage, but if the hurt is, we're in, we're in this, and we can't complain if we do, and I'm sure he doesn't either. But yeah, Whitaker, like I said, did a good job. Kevin was kind of him off, but at the same time,
Yeah, Justin Lloyd. I agree. It's not. There's no way it's real. It was a complete grift. I don't know how anybody thinks that fight is real. As soon as I saw the thing, I was like, okay, he got knocked down. He got caught. I mean, I don't know if you saw the videos of people tweeting out the pictures of Robbie Lawler just hammering Ben Askren. Like, he took all those punches but couldn't take a 12. I just don't. There's no way. It's like, doesn't feel real. Anybody that paid $50 for that fight has to feel like they just got fleeced. Fleeced is terrible, awful. I can't condone that. And meanwhile, I don't know if you're still in here, Justin. Meanwhile, the UFC had a fight night with Robert Whitaker and Kelvin Gastelum that went 5 rounds, and it was an actual real fight, like a real fight. And I don't know, man. I'll be critical of the UFC at times for certain things, but like, good God, are you? Go outside. Go outside, boys. Ridiculous. I hope you didn't pay for it, Justin. I felt really bad for people like Sir from the Six on the East Coast that streamed it. He didn't stream the fight for people, but he commentated for people. And I mean, I think it didn't start till 12:30 Eastern. I mean, I'm lucky. I live in Alaska. It's like 9:30. It's still light out. I mean, I don't know. Felt fake to me, man. Felt fake. What I saw, there's a YouTuber that put out a video. He was showing the fight, or with all this blocky stuff, and I think it was fake. I don't know. What do you guys say in the chat? Anybody watch the UFC Fight Night? I thought Whitaker looked solid. He couldn't put Gastelum away, but Gastelum is a beast. He's one of the best fighters that have fought in the UFC for a long time. So, but that Jake Paul Ben Askren fight felt like a fleecing of money from people. Like, I don't want to. I'm on YouTube right now. I don't want to say like Oh, Jake Paul. I don't know much about the guy. I know he's made a lot of money from being on YouTube, and he's more money than I have. Just to me, it feels like this was a giant grift. Like, and for those of you that don't know the term grifter, I mean, they just basically robbed like America, Canada, whoever paid for this fight. So I'm glad I didn't pay for it. And I saw it just didn't feel like, I mean, Askren looked fine. I saw that he tweeted out that he was, I could have done better. I just didn't do good. I mean, they must have just said, dude, we need you to lay down. And I'm sort of surprised that Askren agreed to fight boxing. So I don't know. I thought it was going to be an MMA fight, honestly. That's how close I followed it. So, yeah. Anyway, what do you guys got to say? We got 3 people in the chat. It's exploded. It's like my 4th live stream. So I've 48 followers. So I just interested in what people have to say about it. I had to comment because right now I got the UFC post fight on, and Robert Whittaker he's got marks on his face because he was in a 5-round war. Which, by the way, if you're familiar with UFC, Robert Whittaker, Rios, I think it was fake. It was fake. I think it was completely fake. There's no way. I think they fleeced people for their money. And I think anybody that pays for another Jake Paul fight, and I know some of the people that know me from Hot Take Hockey, I would love to see Evander Kane fight him because I think Evander Kane can actually fight. I do not think it was real. Justin, it was so funny to hear Sir from the Six talk. I mean, like, he was just like, let this be. It was a show, man. It was literally like, it might, if it was like wrestling, like WrestleMania, where we know it's scripted and not real, I think people would have been fine with it. I literally think that's what it was. Yeah. I mean, look, man, like, I don't like try to create controversy out of nothing. I believe that was a fake. Yeah, exactly. Rios, I mentioned before you were on the thing. The fact of the matter was a ton of people, I already got like 40 likes on my thing just from saying, I believe the fight was fake. You know what, Buds fan, I agree. You know what? It's just like tonight there was a real UFC fight on ESPN Plus, UFC Fight Night. Robert Whittaker, the #1 overall, he's probably going to fight Adesanya again. He put on a pretty good performance against a really good fighter in Kellen Gastelum. I watched that entire fight. Meanwhile, just kind of trying to see what was happening in this thing, and it was god awful what I saw. I was like, this is not good. Not good, guys. Not good. I don't know how long I'm going to go. Maybe half hour, 10 minutes. I agree, Buds fan. I think stretcher guy for president explain who that is. Again, I didn't order the pay-per-view, so I sort of listened to Sir for the Six for a minute, but I just thought, well, this doesn't feel right. It just was like he sounded exhausted. Anybody on the East Coast that had to wait for the fight to start, I think the fight didn't start till 12:35, and I think some of you guys are on the East Coast now. You're still up, but I mean it's like 9:35 for me in Alaska. Like it's kind of late for normal people now. So, the #1 topic on YouTube right now. What is it? What do you guys think? Not YouTube. trending on Twitter? UFC Fight Night is trending. That's good. That's good to hear. I would not have a lot of hope for humanity if this was trending over. McGregor is trending. Man, McGregor is next for Jake Paul after YouTube records a first-round victory over Ben Askren. McGregor's going to fight. I don't know, guys. Who wins that fight? Justin Bieber. I heard Justin Bieber performed. I feel bad, guys. I couldn't tell you like one song Justin Bieber sings. I'm sure he's a talented kid. I just can't, I'm too old. I just don't know his music as much. I think I've seen him on Saturday Night Live perform some stuff. He seems like a talented kid. I don't want this to become about Justin Bieber because I don't have anything against him. I heard Pete Davidson was on the broadcast, though, when I saw the thing Saturday Night Live on Pete Davidson. I do not know. I just had to jump on and be like, does anybody want to talk about this fight? Because I feel like that what we witnessed was fake. And I think that there was a lot of people that thought the same thing I did. I don't know. I can tell you that UFC Fight Night was not fake. And the people on that are real class fighters that fought a real fight. Karen Bryant said 4 times from the opening of the UFC post-fight show, worthy of a pay-per-view. I think there was some hyperbole in that because I feel like, good God, that Jake Paul fight was a joke. So, well, I'm just going to hang out for a few more minutes, guys, because wife's back from the grocery store and I got a bunch of homework I got to keep doing. But anybody got anything else? There's 3 of you. So anybody else have anything? I think you guys, it sounds like the general consensus is the fight was fake and it's probably hurting boxing. I saw Jose Canseco tweet that Jake Paul I didn't know if Jake Paul fought Jose Canseco. Rio says Jake Paul sucks. Justin Lloyd says, we witnessed a fake election, fake COVID shit. Some people are just dumb all as hell and will believe anything. It's mockery of what I feel. This was sinister in a funny way. Yeah, I don't know, Justin. I don't know that the COVID is fake. I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to say, but I had some friends that died from the disease, so that was COVID related. So I, would not be dead otherwise. There's no doubt in my mind. So I'm not going to get into conspiracy theory stuff. I will definitely say I believe the fight was fake, and I think you're probably on to something when they're like, we can take advantage of people's naivete. But, I don't know about the other stuff. Yeah, so, I agree, Rios. I'm not trying to do a moderated chat right now, so I respect your opinion, Justin. That's what, you're allowed to have. I spent 23 years in the military, if you don't know my background, and I'll just say, I worked in government and I worked in some stuff that I'll just tell you that anybody that believes in conspiracy stuff has never worked in government because the government can't get out of its own way half the time, let alone fake a global conspiracy about a pandemic. So I tend to, I believed in, the moon landing conspiracy is more convincing to me than the COVID thing, to be quite honest with you. So if you watch a documentary Room 237 about Stanley Kubrick, where he maybe helped film the fake moon landing, even though I believe they landed on the moon, but maybe the footage isn't real. So that's what a lot of people think. So there's anyway, we're talking about the fight, and I'll just say, I don't think it was real. So I think we may have lost Justin Lloyd. So, oh well, big deal. Anyway, anybody got anything else? How about those Leafs? Buds fan, yeah. You know what? I think the Leafs are going to be fine, man. I think the Leafs are going to be fine. I think I think they lost a couple in a row, and I think they'll be okay. Vander Kane is trending on Twitter. I wonder how come. Because he said he would fight Jake Paul. And look, I don't know what. Yeah, let's Google it. What's Jake Paul's net worth? Jake Paul is worth $11.5 million. That's $11.5 million more than I'm worth. So he must be doing something right. Well, he just fleeced. I wonder how many pay-per-view buys. How many pay-per-view buys did that get? Pay-per-view buys did the Paul Askren. We should know that stuff now, right? This will tell us how much money they're getting. 1 hour ago, Paul will make an official purse of $690,000. That's not a bad for, and it looks like Askren will get $500,000. So $500,000 to take a dive, I think. I'm not calling Ben Askren out for taking a dive, but I am saying I think that ref started the fight or stopped the fight. Excuse me, that ref stopped the fight, and it was not good. Also of note, former UFC heavyweights will take on for. Okay, I don't know the other results to the fights. Did you guys? Anybody else watch it? Anybody else? No. Nobody else watched anything. I don't know the results of the whole entire pay-per-view. Guess I should have had that. All right. MMA Mania has this. Mir lost, unanimous decision. I don't know any of these other people. Oh, hey, thanks, Buds fan. Yeah, I'm glad he likes it. I was really, it was kind of a pain in the ass getting to him in Canada, because if you put the value of a jersey over a certain, or an item you sent as a gift over a certain amount, you may know because you live in Canada, I'm assuming. You guys have to pay tax on it, so I so I had to send him money to be able to pick it up. So it cost me a little bit to send it to him, and then I had to send him some more money so we could get his jersey. HTH raid? What? I didn't know HTH was streaming. HTH wasn't streaming. Is HTH streaming Canadian Bacon? Are you just making up? What? No. What? Hey, HTH raid. I have a question for the HTH fans. Oh my God. I didn't know John was streaming. I just wanted to jump on. Oh my God. Now we're getting people in the stream. John must have found out I was streaming and sent people my way because he felt bad for me. So nice of the Hot Take Hockey. Hey, if you're in this chat right now, the Sports Beard, and you don't go to Hot Take Hockey, how did you hear about the Sports Beard? Because John Viveros at Hot Take Hockey is the hockey YouTube godfather. And I will just say, he's streaming on his personal channel. Oh my God, I would have just went on his channel and talked to him. Anyway, I wanted to ask people if they thought this fight was fake. Yeah, Thomas. Look at all these people. Hazen, Nilser, Sonic Boom, Riley, Conduct Sports, the Canadian Bacon, Evan, Brandon Hurley, Crazy Dog 99, Elias Adame. Did I say that right, Elias? I hope I did. Dude, you guys are awesome. Very cool. Yes, Thomas. I think that Thomas Nilser. The Canadian Bacon. Leafs fan, what's up? How are you? Sonic Boom 717. I agree. Miles Tech, fake. I just think they fleeced people for money. John's been talking about how Stevie Y fleeced my caps. I think Jake Paul fleeced pay-per-view buyers. It felt like the ref stopped the fight so early. It didn't feel real, guys. You know what I'm saying? It felt fake. Yeah, Thomas, if I would feel, just to give you guys a little backstory, the ones that are saying, I was listening, part of it on Serve from the Six was streaming it, but he wasn't showing it. And, he doesn't care, Justin Pasalio. We looked up, he's worth $11.5 million. It was a cash grab. I don't know, maybe he owes back taxes or something. But it just feels like, I didn't pay for it because, quite frankly, I don't really know who he is. I know he made his money in YouTube and stuff, but I think I'd heard of him like years before, but then kind of forgot. Because I think little kids were all into him or whatever, and it'd be creepy if a 30-something dude is into a YouTube show that little kids are into. Just saying, my opinion. So I just, I was intrigued by it because I know I'm an MMA fan. I watched the first UFC ever when Hoist Gracie was they had no weight class or anything. So, I agree. Crazy Dog 99. I do think he secured the bag. So I think everybody's going back to John's stream, and that's a good time for me to probably say goodnight to everybody. I just wanted to, say, hey man, like it just felt fake to me, and I wanted to see if anybody else did. And I don't think we got one person that thought it was real. Well, guys, I really appreciate you popping in. Have a great night. We'll see you later.